Hello everyone! So it's been brought to my attention regarding the last video I uploaded last night on October 20th with the detailed breakdown and timeline with Nicole Kessinger and Chris Watts' text messages. And the first text message that was shown on June 27, 2018 with Chris texting NK, "If you want me there, I will be there. Ice cream, cookies, and lollipops. Sounds like a cheat meal night, laugh out loud." Now, a lot of people were commenting under this video and stating that ice cream, cookies, and lollipops could be possible slang words used for certain types of drugs. Now, this also coincides with another video I made about 3 months ago, and it's called "What Was Really Going On at NK's Apartment?" because there was some residue on the bathroom countertop where Chris was taking a photo of NK in the brown bikini. So we'll go over that later. So me being the curious one, of course, I had to do my own research. And according to the government website for the DEA, the first one I want to point out, and it shows that methamphetamine on the government website, on the first line there, you see Bluebell ice cream. And he did state at first the word ice cream. And then towards the middle, it also says ice cream. And then we have the slang words for cocaine. And one of those is the word cookie. And then also for crack cocaine, you see the word cookies. And then this one for fentanyl at the bottom there says lollipop. So I do find this really interesting because he used those exact words, and it would be understandable if they did want to have a cheat meal and have some ice cream and cookies. That would make sense. Maybe some brownies, cake. But the fact that lollipops was in there was kind of the red flag to me because I can't imagine, I've never seen anybody just sitting around eating lollipops. And that's plural, so it's not just one lollipop. It would be multiple. Which, I don't know, maybe it's just me. It just seems bizarre, especially as an adult. So we'll get into the other video that I made about that drug residue, possibly, and take it from there. Now I'm going to be walking you through different pieces of evidence that Chris Watts and his mistress, NK, had possibly been using drugs and or oxycodone. Now first, as you may remember, this is the first photo that we've seen in the discovery of Chris Watts' mistress. And this was about 6 months before they released the extra pictures later on after they did their interview in Wisconsin with Chris. Now we can take a quick gander at these photos because some of these photos is what I will be showing you as possible evidence. Now, as you can see here in the reflection in the mirror, you can see Chris Watts taking a picture of his mistress, NK. Now here is a close-up of that same photo. Now here's the original photo, and we're going to use this as Exhibit A. And this is the other photo taken where his body is slightly shifted, and we will use this as Exhibit B. Now back to Exhibit A, and moving on to Exhibit A, Zoom 1. And here I'm pointing out Chris's hand, and Exhibit A, Zoom 2, Chris's hand, and then we have markings that are on the mirror. And I'll be explaining this as we go along. Now here again is Exhibit B. Moving along to Exhibit B, Zoom 1. Again, another photo of Chris Watts' hand shifted into a different direction. Exhibit B, Zoom 2. Here in the yellow circle, I'm showing you what looks like to be something in Chris Watts' fingers. And you're going to be watching out for the marks, the dirty marks that are on the mirror and the square blocks within the actual door behind both of them. Now this is Exhibit A, Zoom 2, and Exhibit B, Zoom 2. And keep in mind, his body is shifted in a little bit different direction in each photo. But you can still see the dirty markings on the mirror that I have circled in the green circle. And then again, it looks like in Exhibit B, Zoom 2, there is still something there between his fingers. Now this is Exhibit A, Zoom 3, and Exhibit B, Zoom 3. Now here again in the green circle, I'm pointing out to the arrow number 1, the first dirty speck on the mirror on the far left side. And then you have speck 2, 3, and 4. And then number 5, I'm pointing out between the number 2 and the number 3 is about the area where you can see what looks like something coming from Chris's fingers. And I have to point that out because that little shape you do not see on Exhibit A, Zoom 3. You only see it in Exhibit B, Zoom 3 because it's only shown in that one photo. So for an example, it's not like an extra marking on the mirror or the door itself. So to me, it looks like this is specifically something coming out of his fingers. And just because we don't see it in Exhibit A and Zoom 3 doesn't mean he doesn't have it on the inside of his palm. Which if you have something small on your fingers like that, you might be like twiddling with it. like fidgeting it. So to me, in my opinion, I think this looks like some type of straw or rolled up dollar bill. Now, using the same photo, I'm using this as Exhibit C, and this one will be Exhibit D. And Exhibit C, zoom 1, and Exhibit D, zoom 1, both display some type of marking or residue that is on the countertop. Hence, why there would be something like that in Chris's hand. Now, possible substance uses of this nature can boost one's libidos, which we know that they were having sex up to 3 to 4 times a day at the beginning of their relationship or affair, and could possibly be one reason why NK had called the Hazelbrook sober living in Colorado, also combined with why he would try to poison Shanann with the oxycodone, as he has explained. So now I'm going to play some audio for you, and I'll let you make your own decisions. Chris said in his letters, "Yes, I only gave Shanann the oxycodone the first night I was at my in-laws. I was obviously not in the right state of mind, but the idea was for her to lose our baby, so it would be easier for me to be with Nikki. It's hard even writing that, and I feel like such a monster, but I know those 2.5 months were not the person I am today or was before. I'm so glad the Lord delivered me from whatever evil was tormenting me and my family. I just wish they were still here." Now, in another letter, Chris says, "The first night I was there, the first night I gave Shanann the oxycodone, I thought it would cause her to have a miscarriage. I had looked up on the internet and read about it, and 80 milligrams of oxycodone should have caused her to lose the baby."
It was in the bin. It was in the medicine bin at home. It was me. It was either July 30th or 31st, whatever was the first day I got from North Carolina. I don't think Colorado. It was with me when I went on the plane.
This is Officer Goodman, Frederick Police Department.
And this is Chris Watts. I was trying to call you back from my personal phone. Kept saying call failed, so I just used my work phone.
Oh, this is your work phone? Okay. So, we're just trying to get some of your wife and kids' information entered in to put some alerts out there. And I just need to get some information about the kids. Do you know how, on Bella, do you know her height, weight, hair color, and eyes?
So, height would be 42 inches.
Okay.
Weight would be 40 pounds.
Okay.
Hair color would be brown.
All right.
Eye color would be brown as well.
Okay. Does she have any scars, marks, tattoos?
No.
Okay. And then on Celeste, same thing.
So she is 37 inches tall.
Okay.
She is 37 pounds.
Okay.
Blonde hair.
Eyes.
Hazel eyes.
Hazel. Okay, and again, no scars, marks, tattoos?
No.
Okay. Okay, we're just going to get that information out, and we're just going to keep... Oh, does Shanann have any scars, marks, or tattoos?
She has the scar on her forehead only pops out every once in a while. It's from that car wreck she had a long time ago, but no tattoos.
Okay. Is it really a visible scar or no?
No, it's just like only when only if she's like really heated.
Okay.
She's like outside running around a lot.
Okay. So it's like when there's a lot of sun?
Yeah.
Okay. And where is that on her forehead? Left, middle?
Yeah, like right in the middle. Forehead is like right, kind of like it runs like right in the middle, like just above the bridge of the nose, and it runs down, just like where the glass and stuff went to her forehead for that car accident.
Now, when you say goes down towards the mouth?
It goes up and down, so side to side.
Okay.
So, like, you have to really look for it, but like it's there. Like if she's like outside running around, it just kind of comes through.
Okay. So since the other officers have talked to you, has anything else come to mind that you can think of to help us try to figure out what's going on, where she is?
Nothing's come across. Just a bunch of text messages from a lot of friends just reaching out to me, just seeing like if they could help or whatnot, but nothing new.
Okay. Can't think of anybody, any other names or anything that come to mind that we could call?
No new names right now. Everybody else it's just been like consistently the same people just reaching out to me.
Okay.
A lot of phone calls from North Carolina, but people I haven't heard from for a long time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you hear something, obviously, let us know as soon as you can, and if you can think of anything, if anything, you think of that might help us locate her, just let us know, okay?
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right, you have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, this is what Sherilyn Cadle said about Chris and the Oxys.
Now, this separates what we have to just think about, what we believe at this point. Why did he go downstairs? Did he go downstairs to mix a drink and give her Oxy again? Because the first time he told me about the Oxy, I was at the prison, and the first time he told me he gave it to her 2 times. He gave it to her once at her parents' in North Carolina, and then he gave it to her again the night that he killed her. Yes. His mother definitely controlled him. And I think Shanann, she was married to this guy who treated her well. He loved her. He helped her with the children. He helped with the house. He took care of her. And I think it became easy for her just to kind of run the show. He wasn't capable of running the show. And as time goes, I learn more and more about things. The one thing I don't understand is why they had him get on the telephone, if in fact that was even him. I'm not convinced that was him. If it was Christopher on the phone with his parents and Kathleen is the one who arranged that for him supposedly to talk on the phone and say that he brought the Oxy from his house. But the fact is that rumor was started early on by his mother. Messages where she is telling me that Shanann basically was a prescription junkie, and that she had all of these medications that she took on a regular basis. So I asked Christopher about that, and he said, no, that is not true. Shanann did not take all that stuff. She was not taking Oxy. She was not taking painkillers or anything. He said since they had moved to Colorado, and since she had gone on Thrive, the 2 things together had really helped her health, and that she was feeling much better pregnant. But she didn't take Thrive when she was pregnant, but that up until she got pregnant, that she was feeling much better, and probably why she got pregnant so much easier on her 3rd pregnancy. He says it was not true that the Oxy was something that she was using and all that. So I was looking back at the text messages, Cindy saying that, that she had buckets of stuff in the basement. So I believe that his voice that night sounded very angry. If that was actually him. Yeah, I absolutely believe he gave her Oxy in North Carolina and that it made her violently ill. And he gave her quite a dose of it too. So it depends on how much he gave her. But I do know he gave her a hefty dose, and by her mom and dad and brother's account, she was sick all night that night. And he said that's when he would spend time off on his phone with NK.
Hi. It's me. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Bye. Hi. It's me. I guess just call me back when you have a chance. Bye.